Good morning, it's Rach here, an award-winning award writer with the Awards People, and on the sofa of success we have a very special multi-award-winning lady in her own right, but also the founder of
the East Midlands Women's Awards.
Yeah, there you go. So, you know what, rather than me make a big old hash of it in the Rachel style, Sandra Pollock, why don't you introduce yourself and tell a little bit about what you do?
Well, like most people, I find introducing myself really difficult, Rachel, you know that. But, okay, what do I do? I do lots of things. My background is in leadership management and people development, which includes training, writing training programs, doing the training programs and coaching and that sort of thing across all levels. So that's sort of what I did when I first started my own business, which I still run, which is Open Mind Coaching. Okay, people may have heard of that. It's been around for quite a while. In addition to that, when I get bored, I do things like create the East Midlands Women's Awards, run events, and really anything that's close to my passion, my heart. Recently, I've launched another business, which is Sanru Publishing. So we publish the small independent publishers and publish people's books and encourage people to write their books and maybe publish them.
Well, good golly, I didn't even know about that last bit, so it's a good job I asked.
Yes, yeah.
Blimey. How do you find the hours in the day?
I try not to think about that. That is the biggest. If you think about, I'm not going to have enough time, then that's what happens. And so what I tell myself is, I have lots to do and I'm able to fit it in. And I do that.
See what you think about, you bring about.
Absolutely. And I guess, like most people that work for themselves, you know this. We don't have weekends. You know, we have times that we take out of our day or our week, but we don't have weekends. We just do whatever we need to do where we need to do it. Yeah.
And have fun doing it.
It's the important part, have fun.
Hell yes. So tell me a little bit about the East Midlands Women's Awards then. It's the second year.
It is. Fantastic.
Why did you set them up? There's a lot of awards out there. What was it that you were trying to...
Well, I must admit, I went to an awards event in the West Midlands, and I thought it was a women's awards, and I thought we don't have any awards in the East Midlands that brings people together and recognises the awesome women we have in the East Midlands. So I thought, I'm going to do that. You know, I always believe that when you are made aware of something, you have a choice about whether to do something or not, and that is your choice. So me, I like doing things. So a year ago, I got this together. We actually only started in May to promote it, and the event itself last year was in October. And I was amazed. We got 64 nominations in that short period of time, and some really outstanding women. They're out there. So again, in that question, why did I do it? My background, as well as in leadership and management, I have a passion to help women to wake up to their awesomeness. One of the things I did for quite some time was I was the national chair for the Chartered Management Institute's WIM network, and that ran across England, Scotland and Wales. When I first took on the role, there were 5,000 members of WIM, and when I gave it up about 3.5 years later, we had grown it to 23,000.
Gosh!
So I thought you should stick to what your strengths are, and my passion for encouraging women, this just came in line with that, because we are not very good at promoting ourselves. We think, oh, I'm out there doing the work, so people should see it. But people don't see it. We have to be prepared to promote ourselves and to showcase what we're doing. So this is what this is about. Women helping women, women supporting women. But before you get all upset about why do you only target women, there is an award for men. There is an award for men, and I thought that was important because I would not have achieved what I've achieved in my life had it not been for my husband. Hi, Mike. Thanks. Love you. And if it had not been for my mentor, a man who has been with me for many, many years and through thick and thin. So we need both men and women on board to promote and support women.
Fantastic. So year 2, what has changed, or how have you developed it, or what are you hoping will happen with year 2?
Yeah. Well, number one, I'm absolutely amazed at how well year 1 went. We had the event itself in Uppingham at the Vulcan Hotel. It was awesome. And it has grown so much since then. I'm amazed at how many people have heard about it, how many nominations are already in this year, and how many organizations that want to get on board with it as well. So what we want to do long term is to grow it as a movement, looking at, development, people's developing themselves, individuals developing themselves. How do you take your career from where it is now to the next stage, but also sharing the knowledge that we have within this group of awesome men and women who come together to support women. So that's sort of on the cards. But this second year, it's already amazing, and the nominations that are coming in are outstanding. I don't judge deliberately, and you were a judge last year, weren't you?
Yes.
And it's hard to make that decision because there's so many good women out there.
And a lot of different names coming out of it.
Absolutely. I'm surprised.
Which was lovely to see.
Yes. And new names again this year.
Yeah.
So far, and it's still early days, but so far I've only had one person, not that people can't re-nominate and be nominated again, but so far there's only one name from last year.
Wow.
So new names again coming.
Well, I know I've got 6 to enter.
Yes, wow. Thank you so much.
No, pleasure, absolute pleasure, and really looking forward to the do.
Yeah.
We'll flash up the web address where you can find the nomination form, the categories, and all the guidelines for how to apply. It's a very simple process.
It is a simple process.
Deliberately kept it simple to, I guess, to encourage as many people as possible to take part.
Yes.
But all the details are there. I'm really looking forward to the awards due in, when is it?
September the 28th, and it's in Leicester because Leicester is a centenary city this year. So we thought doing it in Leicester would be a great idea this year.
Fantastic. Before I let you go though, I wanted to pick up on some of your own award experiences, because you are, as I said in your intro, you are a multi-award winning lady in your own right.
I'm proud to be here.
What has that given either to you personally and or to your career in terms of recognition, confidence, any?
All of the above. The first award that I received was a result of doing a qualification, and I was quite ill at the time and still persisted and finished this qualification. And the CMI, the Chartered Management Institute, gave me this award for outstanding achievement. I've had several for different things, but getting that award made me stop and recognize myself. That might sound really silly, but we sometimes just go about our business and you say, I'm just doing what I do. But when someone stops you and says, look, what you've done is actually making a difference, even if it's to one person, that gave me confidence in myself, and it also gave me confidence because it was after that first award, later on that year, that I started my own business, my first business. So the more awards I've received, several, an award from LABA, the Leicestershire Asian Business Association, a couple of years ago for a Lifetime Achievement Award, and several awards for my professional leadership and management training and management development. Every single one makes a difference to me, and every single one gives me more confidence to do what I do.
Do you think it made any positive impact on your business, or how you or your business were perceived by the business community?
This may sound strange. Very few of my clients have ever asked me, can I see your qualifications, can I see your awards? However, it's made a difference in my willingness to put myself out there, and in a way that people just accept that you know what you're about. And if they Googled me anyhow, they'd find the information, but it's made a difference in how I project and portray myself and my business. And for women, I think that's the crux of it. the amount of confidence we have in ourselves.
Wow, that's wonderful. Any last parting comments that you want to mention before I wrap this up with 3 very intense questions?
Okay, right. So obviously, nominate. There are amazing women out there who are doing things and not seeing themselves. So it's our role, it's our job to recognise them for them.
And it runs across the whole of the East Midlands.
Yes,
ladies,
so across Leicestershire, Nottingham, Lincolnshire, Northamptonshire, Derbyshire and Rutland. There you go. So everywhere.
Any last sponsorship opportunities?
Definitely,
left?
there are definitely a few sponsorship opportunities. Get in contact with me. Rachel will put the information up. And do you know what? If you've got a business, you want to be a part of this because it shows your staff and your clients how committed you are to recognising and celebrating the work of women in the East Midlands.
Cool. Right, the 3 quick fire questions. They're
Dun,
very intense. So a little sign off. So you're at an awards ceremony and you are one of the finalists.
Yes.
And your name gets called out. You're the winner, Sandra.
Oh my
Again.
goodness. Yeah.
High five or bear hug?
You know me. Bear hug.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah.
You go up onto the stage, would it be just yourself that you'd take up or any members of your team or Mike or...
Yeah, you know what? Mike would be there, so he'd definitely come up, and any members of my team would be there because we are a result of who we associate with and the support that we get from those people around us. Yeah.
So the team would all march up with you.
Absolutely.
Fabulous. You're coming back down from the stage. Mike's at the bar saying, Sandra, he probably wouldn't have to ask you actually, what are you drinking? Champagne or Prosecco?
None of the above.
Oh.
Guinness.
Oh. I love it. I love it. We've had flaming sambucas and we've had Jaeger bombs and we've had red wine and all sorts. That is the killer. Guinness. Stack her up a pint of Guinness. It's only going to be a matter of time before she wins something else.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Or you can see her at the East Midlands Women's Awards at the end of September. It's going to be a hell of a do. I can't wait.
Is. Thank you, Rachel.
Already got half my table booked up.
Oh.
I know.
You have to be there. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, yes, it is indeed. But yeah, let's come back after the awards, perhaps in October, and come and tell us all about who won, what it's like on the night.
Would love to. Yeah, would absolutely love to.
Fantastic.
Great.
So we will have Sandra back in October telling us all about the East Midlands Women's Awards, what it was like, who won, etc., etc., what her plans are for year 3, because she'll go large, she won't go home. It's a fact. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm so grateful for your time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see you next week, Mr. Viewer, Miss Viewer, on the awardspeople.co.uk, also on our YouTube site. Take care. See you soon.